Imagine a land where fairy tales breathe, where castles pierce the clouds, and forests whisper secrets older than time. A place where history isn't just remembered, it's alive. Welcome to Germany, a realm of wonders that defy imagination. Today, in this video, we'll explore the 10 wonders of Germany. So, without wasting time, let's get started. Number 10. The Black Forest. Our journey begins in the heart of a storybook, the Black Forest. This is the land where the Brothers Grimm found their muses, where dense pines cradle the secrets of ancient lore, and where time moves at the pace of a handcrafted cuckoo clock. Step into Triberg, the very soul of the forest, where waterfalls tumble down like cascading silver threads. The air smells of damp earth and pine, and if you listen closely, you might just hear whispers of Rumpelstiltskin or the footsteps of Hansel and Gretel. But the real magic? The Mummelsee, a misty lake said to be home to a water spirit who lures wanderers into its depths. Would you dare to peer into its glassy surface at midnight? Number 9. Neuschwanstein Castle. High above the Bavarian Alps, perched like a dream on a craggy hill, stands Neuschwanstein Castle, the ultimate fairytale fortress. It's no wonder that Walt Disney modeled Sleeping Beauty's castle after this ethereal masterpiece. Built by the enigmatic King Ludwig II, a man more in love with fantasy than reality, Neuschwanstein was never meant for war. It was his personal escape into a medieval dream. Wandering through its halls, you'll find frescoes of swans, knights, and mythical heroes. The king's bedchamber alone took 4 years to carve, with intricate woodwork that seems almost alive. But Neuschwanstein is not just a story of beauty, it is also a tale of mystery. Ludwig's untimely and suspicious death in a lake nearby leaves us with one question. Did the fairytale king meet a tragic end, or was it something more sinister? Number 8. Cologne Cathedral. For over 700 years, the spires of Cologne Cathedral have pierced the heavens, defying wars, fires, and time itself. Standing before it, you feel small like an ant staring up at a titan carved in Gothic splendor. Legend says the builders sold their souls to the devil to complete its construction. And looking at its intricate details, the thousands of stained glass saints, the soaring arches, the relics of the 3 wise men housed within it almost feels divine, or cursed. But here's the real marvel. During World War II, while nearly the entire city crumbled under bombings, the cathedral stood tall, scarred, but unbeaten. A symbol of resilience. A wonder carved in faith. Number 7. Miniature Wonderland. From the towering grandeur of Cologne, we shrink down to Miniature Wonderland in Hamburg, home to the world's largest model railway. But this isn't just toy trains and tiny figurines. This is a living, breathing microcosm of the world itself. Here, you'll witness Venice's gondolas gliding over minuscule canals, Las Vegas's neon glow pulsing to life, and even the Swiss Alps with rolling avalanches. With over 16,000 meters of track, it's a testament to German precision and passion. Oh, and did I mention? There's even a functioning airport with planes that take off and land. If you think small things can't be wondrous, Miniature Wonderland will change your mind. Number 6. Zugspitze. At 2,962 meters, Zugspitze is Germany's highest peak, a throne of snow and rock above the clouds. From its summit, 3 countries, Germany, Austria, and Switzerland, unfold like a painting. Take the cable car ride, and as you ascend, the world below transforms into a miniature dreamscape. Glaciers sparkle, valleys stretch endlessly, and the air is so crisp it stings. But beware, Zugspitze has its own share of myths. Some say ghostly figures roam its icy slopes at night, lost mountaineers who never found their way home. Number 5. The Berlin Wall. Once a scar dividing east and west, the Berlin Wall was more than just concrete. It was a symbol of a world torn in two. Today, its remnants are a canvas of rebellion and hope. Walk along the East Side Gallery, where vibrant murals scream of resistance, unity, and freedom. Touch the wall, and you're touching history. Stories of families torn apart, of daring escapes, and of a world that once stood on the edge of nuclear war. But in 1989, the world watched as thousands of Berliners climbed the wall, hammering away at oppression. The moment it fell, history changed forever. Number 4. Sanssouci Palace. In the heart of Potsdam, Beyond manicured gardens and golden fountains lies Sanssouci Palace, the retreat of Frederick the Great, a king who preferred philosophy and music over the battlefield. Unlike the colossal grandeur of Versailles, Sanssouci is elegance and intimacy, a palace built not for politics, but for peace of mind, which is literally what Sanssouci means in French, without worries. Wander through its Rococo splendor, where gilded ceilings shimmer in candlelight, where Voltaire himself once debated ideas with the king over lavish feasts. Step outside into the terraced vineyards, where statues of ancient gods watch over the landscape. But Sanssouci holds a secret. When Frederick died, he wished to be buried here, next to his beloved dogs. His wish was ignored, until 1991, when his remains were finally laid to rest on the palace grounds. Visitors still leave potatoes on his grave, a tribute to the king who once insisted that his people embrace the crop to avoid famine. A palace built for peace, a king who defied tradition, and a story that lingers centuries later. Sanssouci is history wrapped in poetry. Number 3. Heidelberg Castle. Some ruins are forgotten. Others? They become legends. Heidelberg Castle isn't just a remnant of the past. It's a monument to resilience, standing tall despite wars, fires, and the relentless march of time. Perched above the Neckar River, this red sandstone marvel was once the seat of the Palatinate princes, a place of royal feasts, alchemical experiments, and whispered poetry. Walk through its Renaissance courtyards, and you can almost hear the echoes of troubadours serenading nobility. But Heidelberg's most famous resident? The Great Barrel, a monstrous wooden cask that once held 220,000 liters of wine, because, well, the court had priorities. Mark Twain once called this castle the most harmonious ruin on earth. And as the evening mist rolls in, wrapping the crumbling towers in an ethereal glow, you realize something. Some things don't need to be whole to be beautiful. Number 2. The Bastei Bridge. In Saxon Switzerland, where mist drapes the Elbe Valley like a silver veil, the Bastei Bridge stands like a pathway to another world. Towering 305 meters above the river, this sandstone marvel blends so seamlessly with its surroundings that it feels less like a man-made structure and more like something carved by the gods. But here's where it gets interesting. Before the bridge was built, the Bastei rock formations were already famous among poets and painters, their jagged peaks inspiring awe for centuries. Today, the bridge connects these ancient stones, allowing travelers to walk among giants. Stand atop the bridge at sunrise, and watch as the golden mist swirls between the craggy towers, unveiling the valley below like a scene from a legend. They say if you listen closely, you can hear the echoes of medieval knights who once stood guard here. A bridge between past and present, between nature and man. The Bastei is Germany's most breathtaking balcony. Number 1. Hamburg's Elbphilharmonie. Germany has castles of stone, fortresses of steel, and then there's a castle of sound. Rising above the Elbe River, the Elbphilharmonie in Hamburg is not just a concert hall, it's an architectural symphony, a glass wave frozen mid-motion, towering over the city's historic port. Built atop an old warehouse, its design blends old-world grit with futuristic brilliance. Step inside, and you enter a space where acoustics defy logic. The Grand Hall, with its vineyard-style seating, makes sure every single note reaches your soul, whether it's a thunderous Beethoven symphony or a whispering violin. But even if you're not here for the music, take the escalator ride to the plaza and let the panoramic view of Hamburg steal your breath. Day or night, the city unfolds below like an endless melody, one that never stops playing. This isn't just a building. It's a soundscape carved in glass and stone. And just like that, our journey through Germany's wonders comes to an end. Or does it? Because the beauty of travel is that it never truly stops. It lingers in the stories we tell, in the footprints we leave behind, and in the dreams of the places we've yet to see. So tell me, which of these wonders calls out to you the most? And if you had just one ticket to Germany, where would you go first? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell, because the next adventure, it's just around the corner. Until then, keep wondering.